Howard Stern, famously known as the king of all media, wasn't just a radio host. He was a cultural force. From battling the FCC in his early years to signing a historic $500 million deal with SiriusXM, he built a legacy on defiance, honesty, and pushing boundaries. But now the mic has gone silent. Rumours are swirling. Has the Howard Stern show been cancelled? Was it burnout, a contract dispute, or just the right time to walk away? This story dives into the legendary rise, the quiet shift, and the mysterious end of the show that changed radio forever. Stern began in local radio in the 70s and rose to fame in the 80s and 90s with his raw, unfiltered style. By the 2000s, he was everywhere. Books, films, TV. His move to satellite radio gave him total freedom, and millions followed. The show thrived, celebrities lined up, and Stern dominated. But even icons evolve, and eventually they sign off. By the mid-2010s, longtime fans began noticing a shift. The edge was fading. The wild prank calls and outrageous stunts were replaced with deep-dive celebrity interviews and mellow conversations. Some praised the change, saying Stern had matured. Others felt abandoned. One fan wrote on Reddit, "He used to be unpredictable. Now it's like I'm listening to Howard have brunch with actors." And behind the scenes, things weren't looking great either. Fewer live shows, more reruns, an aging staff, rumours of internal tension, and an audience that, while loyal, was slowly shrinking. Podcasting was exploding, new voices were rising, and Stern, once the rebel, was now seen by some as part of the establishment. Then, in August 2025, SiriusXM released a brief and emotionless press statement. Howard Stern has decided not to renew his contract at this time. That was all. No final episode, no farewell, no comment from Stern himself. Fans were stunned. Online, confusion spread fast. Why would one of radio's biggest icons disappear without a word? Speculation followed. One theory, mutual decision. At 71, Stern may have simply wanted out, having spoken about burnout in recent years. Another, a failed contract negotiation. Some say Stern wanted a major raise SiriusXM wasn't willing to offer, given declining engagement. A third theory, pressure. As younger audiences moved on and advertisers demanded safer content, SiriusXM may have seen this as a clean break. Whatever the truth, one thing was certain. The Howard Stern show, as millions knew it, had quietly come to an end. Whether you loved him or hated him, Howard Stern changed media forever. He made it okay to be real on the air, to speak your mind, to challenge authority. He paved the way for podcasters, YouTubers, and independent creators. No Stern, no Joe Rogan, no Charlemagne the God, no podcast revolution. Howard showed that you didn't need a network executive to approve your content. You just needed a mic and something to say. And even in his final years, Stern was still pulling in A-listers, from Paul McCartney to Lady Gaga, and sharing deeply personal conversations. Was he still controversial? Maybe not, but he was still authentic, and that's what made him great. As of now, Howard hasn't made a public statement about the show's end. Some insiders say he's working on a documentary about his life. Others think he's writing a final memoir. And of course, there's always the chance he returns with a new format, maybe a podcast, maybe a limited series, maybe something no one expects. Because if there's one thing Howard Stern has always done, it's surprise people. But for now, the studio is quiet, the soundboard is off, and the king of all media has left the building. Thank you for joining us for this deep dive into the Howard Stern show and its mysterious cancellation. What's your favourite Stern moment? Do you think he'll return? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss another media deep dive. Until next time, thanks for watching.